Hey, just trying to get my co-host on.
What is happening? There we go.
Okay, hey.
No idea what happened there. Hey, how's it going?
Doing well. How we doing?
Good.
Good?
How are you?
Doing good. It was a long fucking day, but it's been doing well.
Is that?
We're hanging in. Can everyone see me? Good.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. I was just wondering if the light was bright enough. Awesome. Sweet.
Well, thanks for coming on with us.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just seeing
So,
who's popping in here.
I
My phone is doing something weird.
finally meet everyone for the first time,
I know,
face to
right?
face.
exactly.
We've been.
So,
I mean, we've been friends for what? You on top is kind of new, but me and Joe have been buddies since I think Rebecca came out. I think Wish, actually.
Which,
Yeah,
last year, yeah.
yeah, right. Badass.
Here, right away. Hang on.
what happened?
Uh,
Frozen.
Frozen.
The joys of technology.
I know, right? Where's he at? There he is. Yes, there we go. He will be back.
Hope so.
Hey, Sierra.
Georgia's got some fans out there.
Lost you. Okay. I wonder if you might have to send the request to him because you started the live, so.
Let me see. Okay. Sent the invite.
Oh, that's better.
Hey.
Sorry about that.
That's
No, that's fine.
okay. Technology is fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. So for people who don't know your band, how did you guys get started?
So it's kind of, I'm gonna try to just give you the abridged version. So I was in a band before this, and was kind of on my way out. I kind of pretty much knew that it was about as far as this group was going to take me. If I was going to move any further with my own goals, I was going to have to leave this group. And I started writing for this new project. You know, as a side project, I started writing for what was going to be Alive and Stone. Um, I think I think 2021, going into there, we were already writing songs. I think I had enough and Rebecca written by that time, and basically made my departure in that summer, and immediately started writing for the project with a producer and started recording on my own, because I knew that it was going to be, I knew I wanted to be in a band. I knew I didn't want it to be a solo project. I knew I wanted it to be what became Alive and Stone. And I I wrote with Andy Karpovic, great producer, and we did six. I think we did Blood Moon Rising, everything up to Midnight Angel, right? And then I knew that if I had songs already, it's going to be way easier to find people, because the biggest reason why bands at like this kind of level leave is because of momentum. Momentum's huge. You got to have momentum going. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna get all the artwork done, everything done, and right about May of that year. Wait,
Yeah.
was yeah, May 3rd. I I used to know. I had a brief encounter with Matt, our guitar player, and asked him if he'd wanted to join an original project. He heard the music. He was definitely intrigued. He had a drummer in mind named Herman, who's our drummer now, and we grouped up, started jamming, and released Blood Moon Rising in May. And basically, we were a project by that time. We went ahead and solidified the lineup with Doug, who's our bass player, and pretty much the rest is history. We're here now. So
Yeah.
yeah, She's the Blade is the first song that we've done where we switched producers, completely different sound. This is the first time that we all kind of had a cohesive effort. Drowning in My Own Vice were still kind of my songs that I brought, but the first time that we gelled as a group and found our own sound.
I
So
still have that like Jay Gordon feel to it. I love it. It's actually playing in the background.
yeah, so that's pretty much that's it. Yeah, so that's how we got started.
I have to tell you, so I sent you that video where my daughter was jamming out to She's the Blade.
So cool.
She made me put it on her playlist. Like, she's very picky. She doesn't just let anybody get on her playlist. So she's like, I want that on my playlist. And the other day, last night, she was in her room and I could hear it like coming from her room.
I love it. The reason I didn't post it on the site was because I was a little hesitant. Like, anytime there's children, I always like to ask the mom.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'd love to post it because we love children.
Sure.
Love kids. Especially generation coming up is a big deal, a lot of those older groups, they're doing their thing still, but we got that next generation coming. So it's very important that we would love to have our music be relatable to younger audiences. Maybe not, if the kids are young with their parents' discretion, like the stuff, that's great. But teenage kid, appealing to a younger audience is always lovely. So I remember when I was that age, I was all about rock. I'll never forget the first time I heard Godsmack and Linkin Park and Stain and all those groups. So I was hooked after that.
Yeah, I took her to Avenged Sevenfold a month ago, and she loves them. Like, every time there's a cuss word in the song, she'll just like be like for Nightmare, she's like, "You're my F word nightmare."
Yeah. Was so back when I was a kid, the rule was, hey, JD Prophet, one of our fans, rock on, good to see you, bro. We and just a hello to everyone that's joining in. Hello, welcome,
Yeah, hi,
and
guys.
thank you.
I think your camera disappeared too.
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
Don't tell me that. That's no good. All right, so anyway, back?
No.
Are we? It's not out. Oh man.
Technology is great.
What about now? Is it good?
I can see it.
You can see it? Okay, it's just mine then. You're good.
Sometimes if you shut it off, back on, it's good. But yeah, Avenged Sevenfold, man, like one of the greatest bands I've ever seen. Like, M Shadows is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. That band is tighter than a crab's ass. They're on. Even when the guy we saw him at Rockville in 2018, and like M Shadows he was sick that night, and he was bang on. He was amazing. He was like, I'm a little sick. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you're singing this stuff better than I could ever do it, man. But it was really cool. Avenged is one of my favorites. Love them.
Yeah, that was the same thing at my show too. He had to cancel a show like 3 nights prior, and he was still kind of getting over it, but he still sounded amazing.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, him, and I know Chad Kruger had some issues recently, but he's back in full force, which is great. But yeah, man, I mean, like, those guys are studs. For sure.
So who got you into music?
So I had an older brother growing up, and I was born in '89, so I grew up in a lot of the alternative era. So I was exposed to like bands like Smashing Pumpkins and Green Day's early stuff and Nine Inch Nails and Korn. And um, my parents had music. My parents were huge Billy Joel fans, and they were, my dad was a big Zeppelin fan, and my mom liked Tears for Fears and New Wave, and that's kind of where that influence came from. But I would say I didn't really, the first band to ever really make an impact on me in terms of rock is like, it was probably a band called Orgy.
I
I
love Orgy.
love them.
Yeah, me too.
Great. They're great. They're great. Um, but I would say the first band that completely gave me an identity and was like, okay, I never knew music could sound like this is probably Hybrid Theory. I mean, Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory was insane. And then it would be Edema, and then it would be Breaking Benjamin. Well, it would be Tool. Then Chevelle would come along, Breaking Benjamin, and I loved Alice in Chains, and just that whole rabbit hole of, that kind of sucked. I mean, after Linkin Park, I mean, once I heard Chester for the first time, I didn't know a singer could sound like that, and it
It
was
gets
amazing.
such a range. Yeah.
It was amazing. So when that happened, like, I mean, that was pretty much it. I started playing guitar when I was 11. My dad was a guitar player. That was my first instrument. I always wanted to be a singer, but I never really had the confidence. I never had a good voice. That you may have whatever opinions you have of my voice, but I struggled a lot vocally. I was not a good singer when I first started, and I had to spend a lot of my still spending a lot of money on vocal lessons and still have to do it. But I would say about 26, 27 was the time where I was like, okay, I want to be a rock singer. This is what I want to do with my life. And, started joining bands, and that's really where I found my identity. I was in my first band when I was 16, but I played guitar. I didn't sing. I always wanted to sing, but I never, I thought it was something you were born with. And I found out later, no, you can actually work at it and you can do something about it. So that was a huge thing for me. So that's kind of my background there.
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
So
I sound like a blender.
Is it like a blender when I say?
dude, right now, I know exactly. I know exactly. I had some rough nights. So, yeah, I learned the hard way a couple times. Thank you,
Oh,
Shy. Hey, we
there you
love
go.
it. Shy Town, that's her wife. She does the merch at our table. She. Thank you so much for that amazing merch setup you gave. It's a great lady. Yeah,
All right.
she was in the drowning video too. If you notice, she was in the drowning. She's one of the girls dancing in the drowning video, and her friends were there as well. It was great.
Oh, cool.
I do see that now, actually.
Yeah,
Couldn't actually see the picture because it's kind of
yeah,
like, it's small.
yeah.
What was the best advice that you were given?
The best advice that I was ever given was by one of my idols. He used to sing for a band called Red Sun Rising, and now he sings for a band called The Violent. His name's Mike Prodich. And Mike said, be original. Always, don't ever chase what's popular now. Play the music that you want to hear. Because if you play what's popular now, by the time you get your voice of what your version of what's popular, that trend's already going to be moving on. And if you chase once, you're going to be chasing forever. So that was some of the greatest advice. And you hear it in different kinds of art. You hear it in culinary arts. I did an interview yesterday with Josh Balls. I said the same thing. Marco Pierre White, one of the greatest chefs of all time, said, he trained Gordon Ramsay. He said, make food that you want to enjoy. And that's the only way to make other people. And you hear people like Rick Rubin say, make the music you want to hear. It's the only way that you can make other people enjoy music. And it's so true. And yeah, it's some of the greatest advice I've ever been given. That and don't quit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have said that a few times.
Oh God. I mean, I I mean, self will never go
Yeah,
away. And the thing, the higher you go up, the higher the low, the higher the lower you can, you know. And the thing is just keeping that voice in check and saying no. We're gonna go forward. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to deal with fear, but it's another thing to move forward. Always move forward. You can be scared, but be scared going forward.
exactly.
Yeah, that's great advice. So you've talked about some artists that inspire you. Who would you like to collaborate with?
Oh man, does they have to be alive?
No,
No,
If
no rules.
Esther was alive, I'd shit egg rolls if I got to collab with. Uh, Another guy I'd like to collaborate with would be um let's see. Um it would be cool to collaborate with hmm I would like to collaborate with Trent Reznor would be pretty cool.
that would be
Um
cool.
M Shadows would be cool. Um I would love to collaborate with Mike Prodish. I'd love to collaborate with him. Um Rob Zombie would be fun. And even some ones that are more obscure, I would love to collaborate with. I would love to collaborate since everyone's picking hip hop artists. I'd love to collaborate with Migos. I love Migos. I think they're. I don't listen to much rap, but I love those guys. Um, I would love to collaborate with Lana Del Rey. I think she's amazing. I think Dua Lipa's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, those would be some pretty cool artists. I think for sure. MGK. MGK is pretty. Some
That
if
would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
okay, man, I like what he's doing. I like a lot of the collabs that are going on with the whole rap thing. I think is badass. I think it's bringing a lot of awareness to hard rock and metal. So definitely,
Yeah, I love when different genres come together, and every artist we've interviewed so far has brought that up about the rock and metal rap collaborations, and I think they're awesome.
definitely for sure.
That's yeah.
Yeah,
There's a few of them that actually like. There was one that mentioned like the country rap and stuff like that too. I was like, I don't know, but it's okay.
definitely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And my buddy John Norris from Kingdom Collapse, he's doing some songwriting with some artists and doing some recording. I would love to get on a track with him. He's a great guy. I would love to mix it up with those guys. That'd be cool. So yeah, it's another big one for sure.
What has happened so far? Like, what is the wildest thing that happened so far when you guys were performing?
Um, well, for the 6 shows that we've played,
Mm.
there hasn't been anything too crazy. Hmm, anything? It's nothing. Oh, man, let's think here. Um, hmm. Um, the craziest thing that's happened so far is we fell way off the click track and we have had to stay in the pocket and bang it out. Just completely off the click, so our tracks were ahead and still make a good show. That's pretty. I would say that's pretty freaky. Uh, but I mean, oh man, nothing too crazy, man. I'm hoping you're gonna have me back again.
Oh God,
Um, I'm,
You
hope-
can come back
I'm
whenever.
I'm hoping you'll get me back again sometime.
absolutely.
What's your favorite song to perform live?
My favorite song to perform live, as of now, was probably I love singing Rebecca live. That's a song that I think we do really well, but that one actually got taken out of the set list to make room for the new ones. I would say She's the Blade. She's the Blade's fun, and there's another one that's going to be released in January called Down in a Hole. We play that one live. That one's a lot of fun. The new ones are banging. I love playing those live. Just hearing them back, it's so cool because it's like our the way the production set up, it just translates really well live. So Yeah, I would say those are probably my favorite ones. I love playing Wish live, but I would say if I had to only pick one of them, I'd say She's the Blade. I love doing that one live. That one goes over well.
Yeah, definitely.
That one's a lot of fun. I like that one.
I love it.
How did you come up with the band name?
Um, I took so I tried to be as authentic as I could, and so I was trying to combine two like two words that I like, right? So alive was one of them. At the time, I was kind of in this place where I was, starting over, and I was kind of not down in the dumps, but I knew that I was stepping away from something that was kind of like a I guess um, some sort of like down period. And I'm a big believer in pushing forward even when you feel like you don't have anything left. And alive was something that stuck out to me. And then stone was another word that really just stuck out to me. And I was like, how about alive in stone? You know, like being frozen in stone means you're immobile, but being alive in it means you're coming out of it, going forward, even though you're petrified, you're in stone. A light in darkness to me just kind of stuck, and alive in stone is just seemed like a band name no one had, so I was like, all right, this is a winner. So that was kind of how it happened. I just went with it. I didn't really think too hard about it and just went for it.
Oh, it definitely stands out though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do for fun outside of music?
um when I can, I love to get out to the beach and surf. Well, I'm from Florida, so we have great beaches here. um So I would say that I love spending time with my girlfriend. I love just sitting down watching watching Disney Plus with her is great. Her laugh, like a child to Frozen, is always fun. Um, she has a dog. We have a dog named Louie, a border collie Aussie mix. So I have a lot of fun with him. I love food. I love to go to restaurants that I've never been before. Um, I love to eat, and I like uh, I like to work out. That's another thing that I try to do as much as I can. Um, and music's a big part of my life, so it's kind of hard to not do it. When I can, very rarely, I like to play video games. Are pretty cool. But I would say those are some of the things that I really enjoy. Yeah, surfing. Um, for all the for and also this is hope we don't upset anybody too much, but I like the outdoors. I like to hunt. I like fishing. So that's cool too. I like to shoot and stuff like that. That's something I enjoy doing. We live in Florida. Florida's a pretty big outdoor state, so I love to get your ass in the grass, as they say. I like that. That's fun. So yeah.
If you had one message for anybody starting out in the music industry, what would it be?
Number one, do what Mike said. Play music for you. Play what you want to hear and try to create something. You naturally will create something that no one's heard before because it's you. Try to take music that you think sounds good in any genre and bring it to the genre that you want to excel in and play it for you and become as proficient. Study your instrument. Do as many things as you can on your own and build the band around that. If you're a guitar player, learn to sing, um, or get with a singer that you're tight with and get that going. But I would say do as many things as you can on your own and play the music you want to hear. Best advice I can give, and just find a way to get music out constantly. And before the first song comes out, get 2 or 3 of them ready, get your videos ready, get everything ready. That way you're ahead of the game. Because when you're starting out, You're going to be dealing with producers that are working with a lot of people. You're going to be dealing with videographers. You're going to be dealing with people that have their time schedule. And sometimes you're not going to be able to, if you're depending on them, you're not going to be able to get stuff out as fast. And as a courtesy to them to not, you know, hey, when's this mix ready? Hey, when's it, you know, it's one of the worst things you can do to some, you know, producer. Get your stuff ready so that way they can take their time with the mix. They can give you their stuff. Be ahead of the game always. So those 3 things, I would say, best advice I could give.
Any plans for an album?
You are going to get between 2024 and 2025, you're going to get probably 8 to 10 songs. You will get probably an album.
Awesome.
Plans, you're going to get, I can tell you this without getting it, you're definitely going to get an album of some sort. Might be an EP, might be an EP, might be an LP, but you're going to get constant music every 2 months, roughly.
Can't wait to hear it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, has anything crazy ever happened when you've gone on tour?
I've actually never been on tour. This band's never been on tour. Nothing crazy has happened yet. So you're gonna have to have me back in the future when we go.
Absolutely.
But this is a very new project. We've been around for a year and a couple months. So I'm definitely gonna have some stories for you, but we actually haven't been on tour yet. We're hoping that things change. We're hoping that you really dig the music. We really get the community excited. We really get a lot of people, you know, really engaged in the music and build up a fan base that really wants to see us kind of go, you know, go out on tour and stuff like that. And, you know, we did an interview with Roadhounds the other day. Shout out to Josh Balls.
Former Motionless.
Yeah, they're doing is they're setting up a thing where they can get fans there. They can get a subscription service going, and they can upvote music that they enjoy, that the community enjoys, and funnel in money to put bands on tour and give bands opportunities. So that's an amazing thing that's going on right now, and so much more. So.
That's so cool.
We have a question in the chat here too. How did you choose the covers for your albums or EPs?
So for the first albums and the first album and EP, a lot of them were just kind of things that resemble. Okay, so I'll tell you this. I'll work it down. She's the Blade, the recent album cover, was inspired by like Sin City type Frank Miller art, because the music and the way that the production set up has this core of like this driving active rock type sound, but it has this tinge of darkness and this tinge of sex in it and this tinge of like creepiness almost, that the way it sounded to me brought visions of like Sin City. It was very linear. It's very raw. It's not it's not layered too crazy, but it's very linear, and it's kind of like a black and white type. And that artwork kind of just spoke to us. She's the Blade. That was kind of the image. It was inspired by the game Manhunt with the woman, you know, the smiley face, which is super creepy.
Oh yeah.
That was kind of what we did for that one. For the earlier ones, it was the same artist for Drowning and My Own Vice.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like more of like it was still a noir style, but it was a little bit different. The Drowning one was kind of a take on the Nevermind video, and then the My Own Vice was just like, you know, just like a drawing of like a bunch of like vices and stuff like that. But before that, for the first 6, just little pieces of something that's in the song that I want to kind of have in the art. I made everything in the first 6 albums on Canva, and just kind of messed with it, and like with like free art that you could use, and I just messed around with it and stuff like that. And then the Midnight Angel one was kind of like a GTA Vice City kind of like thing. So I hope that answers your question. The EP, the only EP we done, the Alive and Stone EP, our first one, for the first 6 songs was just kind of like just a stone and just Alive and Stone, just like a straight up super simple kind of thing. So with the albums that are coming out, with the artwork that's coming out, you're gonna see that noir style Sin City kind of, almost like, for those of you that are from the older generation that maybe are into like horror, Tales from the Crypt had like a noir style
Yeah.
thing, and that's kind of what inspired those album covers. So it's the same artist. We picked the same guy, and yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Awesome.
See you later. Rock on, dude. Hope that answers it. Go ahead.
Where do you guys see yourselves in the next 5 years?
We would see ourselves touring year round. We're hoping that we tour so much that coming home is like a vacation. We see ourselves with a much bigger fan base. We see ourselves with a lot more of the community driving us, and hopefully one of the bigger bands in the rock metal scene is hopefully where we see ourselves in 5 years. I mean, we want to be doing it for a living, and we want to be giving you guys music full time. You know, that's where we.
Yeah, you can get there for sure.
Definitely some, hopefully some festivals, and just being respected as a household name in rock. We would love that. That would be great. You know.
And what do you do outside of Alive and Stone?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Like work. So I
Yes.
wait. I'm a waiter. I wait tables. That's something that I do. That's easy job that I can do. Wait tables at a restaurant called Santiago's Bodega. It's a tapa style joint in Longwood, Florida. It's a small town outside of Orlando. I do that, and then I just got done practicing all day for an acoustic cover gig that I'm going to play this Friday at the beach. And so I'm hopefully going to be playing a lot more acoustic gigs and singing out and playing some covers for some cash. And that's what I hope to have my main kind of gig. That and waiting tables is cool. But before this, before I even did music, really, like, seriously, I was actually on the road to becoming a physician assistant. I was going to be in medicine, and I was a nurse's aide before that.
Wow.
I was getting
Wow.
to go to do a master's of PA. So that was what I was going to do. Yeah.
Anybody else have anything in the chat?
Yeah. Anybody got any questions? Any burning questions of desire, no matter how crazy, as long yeah.
Nothing?
Nothing yet.
Anything?
Awesome.
Here's something that's actually really random if you want to answer this one. What is the most useless talent you have?
The most useless talent I have is let's see. Let's see. Let me set this here. The most useless talent I have is I can make lips really small. It's like probably my. I can give you something better. There's a children's story that I can tell with paper. This is super. This. All right. I'm gonna do it live. Hopefully people like this. Hopefully I don't screw it. All right. And your daughter will probably love this. All right, let me get this right. Let me see if I can pull this off. I'm doing this with a receipt. This is great. All right. Okay. Can everyone? All right. Can everyone see this? Okay.
Yeah.
Once there was a man who found a hat, and inside the hat there was a diamond. And then the man looked inside the hat even further, and then there was another diamond. So he took 2 diamonds and he bought himself a boat. And so he's sailing on the water. He's sailing on the water, and then 2 sharks bite off both ends of the boat. And he's stranded on an island with a volcano. And then the volcano erupts, and it burns everything on the island. And then the only thing that they can find of the man is this shirt.
Wow.
And that's
That's really cool.
uh,
We actually have another question in the chat too. It is, what is the first thing that you notice in a person?
um holy shit. First thing I in a person. The first thing that I notice is eye contact. Can a person make eye contact with me, and can they give me a nice acknowledging look? It says a lot about the person. It says a lot about their demeanor, about the kind of person that they are. Can they give me a handshake? And that's kind of the first thing I notice is, can the person that I'm interacting with, can they look me in the eyes? It says a lot about the person that they are.
First impressions.
Yeah. Especially
And
if
if you can hear Moo in the background, I apologize.
nah, it's totally cool. Anything
All right.
random, go for it.
Anything random. If anybody's out there that has anything random, go for it.
Anything random, anything you want, go for it.
What songs do you like to sing in the shower?
God, I don't sing in the shower a whole lot because I have like neighbors, but I like to sing some of the songs in the set to make my voice is okay.
Yeah.
That it. Biggest pet peeve. Um, biggest pet peeve. Um, I don't like people that offer advice on things that they're not qualified to give advice on. That kind of sucks.
It does.
Yeah. Another pet peeve is lying. I don't like liars very much. I don't do well with that. Probably loyalty. Yeah, that's another one. So yeah, those are pretty much don't like. Um, I would say another one is another pet peeve. Well, the biggest one is definitely the advice thing, but I would say something I don't like is fuck, I just slipped my mind. I had it. Um, people people that are like incessant complainers, like people that don't like to and if someone's having a bad day or something like that, I get it. But like I'm talking about like when it comes to like my friends or guys or something like that, people that just kind of like just don't want to find a solution. They just kind of want to like they don't find a solution. If my girlfriend's coming home and wants to tell me about her job, that's different.
Mhm.
That's to your girlfriends, or you know but for me, I feel like I like people that are like, you know what, we're gonna take this energy and we're gonna use it. We're gonna get something done. You know what I mean? That's something there. Hopefully that answers your question. I gave you a couple on there. So long-winded, man. Gosh.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
I don't think she has anything, or she's typing. I have no idea.
you guys got me as long as you need. I mean, within reason. Ooh, so some people stopped in. Now they're gone. That sucks. We're here.
Come in and go all the time.
Yeah, we're having fun. It's all good.
So how
Absolutely.
can people best support you guys? Like by merch, stream?
Yeah, sure. So, I'm gonna get Abbott Patrick. I'll favorite song or cover. Oh man, they're
They're rolling in now.
College or high school was English. In college, my favorite class was one called the second section of physics was my favorite in college. Oh, no. My favorite one was called intermediary metabolism. So I was an exercise science major. So it was like a biochemistry of like nutrients. And that was a really cool one. You got to see every vitamin, everything, the way it works in the body, the whole process of how you do things. That was really cool. And then there was another one about covers.
Yeah, favorite song or cover that you have done so far?
We have played Black by Seven Dust live. That one's pretty fun to play. We've also done Shepherd. We've never done Shepherd of Fire live, but we've done it as a group. But my favorite cover to sing like for my set, like acoustic, is a song by a band called Cracker. It's called Low. I love singing that song. But I would say, man, like Black by Seven Dust is amazing. It's super fun. We've done that one live. We did that one our first show. But yeah, so merch. Okay, so if anyone wants to support www.aliveandstonemusic.com, you can go to the store. There's a store page. You can go buy anything you want to do there. And in our email list, we're going to be doing some contests that are going to allow you to get some of that merch discounted or even free. But for streaming music, we have a Spotify. We're on YouTube, Alive and Stone. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on IG. We're on iTunes, Apple Music. We're anywhere that you use streaming. We have our distributor that sends it out there, so you can find us there. So aliveandstonemusic.com.
Oops.
Change. That's okay. That's all right. So
hang on.
music.com.
Let me fix that.
It's okay. aliveandstonemusic.com/store is what.
Music.com.
All good, guys. You can find anything you want. And also, just so everyone knows, if you give us your email, most of you are. If you give us your email, we'll put you on our email list, and we send out our songs 48 to 24 hours early, and we'll send out the music video early as well. And if anyone ever wants to download a song and doesn't have a streaming service, you can go right to www.aliveandstonemusic.com, and you can download any song you want in exchange for your email address, and you can get all of our music for free as soon as it's released. And you know, you can basically get all of our music for free without a streaming service.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
What is your dream place to play at a concert or a concert at? I cannot talk today.
Play. Oh man, rock and fuck man. Could it be festival or club or
Either
or.
All right, festival. It used to be Rock on the Range. Now Sonic Temple. Honestly, man, I would love to play like Rock am Ring or like Download. Like one of those huge European festivals would be amazing. For a club, I would love to play probably Whiskey a Go-Go would be badass in LA. So many historic bands have played there. Everyone's cut their teeth there. Would love to play that. But I mean, any Danny Wimmer festival, man, like Welcome to Rockville, Sonic Temple, Louder Than Life. I mean, I would just like, I would fucking lose it. It would be great. It would be so good.
We'll just have to get you there somehow. There you go.
We're going to try our best, and we're going to give you, what I'll say is this. The two songs that you're going to hear, She's the Blade and Down in a Hole, those songs are going to be fun. They're going to be awesome songs. They're going to be definitely some stuff stuff that's going to be familiar, but after that, it starts to change. It definitely starts to get. That's when it starts to get good. So the songs that we have prepared, we're getting 2 mixes back right now. We got another 2 mixes that are being finished, and we're going back in the studio next week to do 2 more. So we've got a whole slew of content the whole year for you guys, and it's gonna be an exciting year. We cannot wait. It's gonna be fun. So
That's exciting.
I hope everybody's pumped, and you know, it's just we can't thank you enough. And this interview's been awesome. Like the Bang Over Cold, I think is amazing, and I can't wait to see more bands come on here. And you got some really cool stuff going on, man. We love it. It's great. And you
Well,
two
we
ladies,
definitely appreciate everything.
absolutely. Are you both in Canada? Or are you?
I'm in New Mexico.
Oh wow, are you in Albuquerque?
Yeah.
Oh wow, the big city, awesome. And she's in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Same
Yep.
type.
JoJo's our Canadian.
I think I'm the only one in that group.
Are you freezing your ass off right now?
Yes, I am. I'm actually under a blanket right now. So
It's like cold up here. It's like 40, like 45 here, and it's like freezing. Where you're at, it's like insane.
it was snowing earlier, but it was like, I think it was like 20 something earlier. And then it warmed up and it hit like 36 and then it went back down again.
Oh my
Wow.
God. Yeah, New Mexico,
Well,
the weather's so weird. Like we had snow 2 days ago, and then like by the afternoon it's like bright and sunny again.
I had
It's
no
just
idea you
random.
could snow.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. They're like, you get snow in New Mexico? I'm like, yeah, we do. Not a whole lot, but we definitely get it.
That's crazy, man. Well,
There she
that's
is.
well,
All right. Well, I know it's going to cut us off at an hour. I
awesome.
think we're just about there, but this has been really fun, and you'll definitely have to come back.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I would love to be back. I had a badass time, and all the people comments. I enjoyed your questions. I can't wait to see more of you in the comment section, the content, everything. And ladies, anytime you want to have us back, let us know. Again, I'm gonna get the guys the next one and see if we can do some more stuff. And maybe by then we'll have some more crazy stories to tell you. You know,
That sounds fun.
we'll have some new stuff for you. But it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Absolutely. You ladies take care. Have a good night.
You too.
All
Hey,
right.
Bryan. See ya.
Good night. Be safe.
Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Oh, there's the dog.
Hi, Moo.
Sierra said hello. Jen says hello.
All right. Bye, guys.
Have a good night, guys.